I prefer thrillers over, like, gory horror.
Aha! I got you. What the? Oh! You want some of this? You can't kill me!
You have to do that.
Baby!
Oh my God.
You can't be jumping out on brothers like that.
So you're working with funny men in this movie. You got Cedric, you got Marlon, you got Gabriel Iglesias. I mean, how is it working being put up against all these comedians?
It's working great. I mean, you know, I like a challenge and I love funny people, and I prefer, you know, when doing a comedy to be standing next to really great comedians, because you're only as good as the people you're standing next to, and we all kind of heightened each other's performances by, you know, take to take, we would push the limits, push the envelope, challenge each other, and that's why we've got the funny movie that we you know, ended up with.
Were you a fan of horror films to begin with, or is it not your genre at all?
No, growing up, when I was a kid, like, you know, Freddy and Halloween and Exorcist and all that stuff, of course, Poltergeist, all those things, yeah, absolutely. And then as I've gotten older, I prefer thrillers over, like, gory horror.
So is there anything out there that makes you scared that you're a chicken of?
You mean in just life or a film?
No, like in horror films, I guess.
In horror films?
Yeah.
Well, I think The Exorcist still, to this day, gets me, the head spinning around and the eyes and the whole thing. That's always scary. But just being, you know, aware of your environment, not knowing if somebody pops up behind you or here, you know, like when you're alone, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm, like I said, more into thrillers at, you know, in my older age than I am horror, gory things. So, like Shutter Island kind of thing scares me.
Now, the script itself is just, you know, over the top, exaggerated. I mean, when you read it, what were your thoughts? And when you were kind of like, Marlon, we can't go there?
No, you don't really say, Marlon, you can't go there, period. I mean, you know, when you're talking to a comedic actor, you don't really, or a stand-up comedian, you never say you can't go there. You just say, how about we maybe do it a little more like this? You know, you have to guide. You can't say don't do that, because then they're going to go even further with it. But again, I'm also a comedic actor, so I was right there with him when it came to pushing the envelope. We were all, you know, making fun of stereotypes. We all had a specific stereotype that we had to make fun of, which is very clear. Gabriel had Mexican stereotype, you know, or Latin, and I had, you know, white people, and Marlon and Cedric had black people. I mean, you know, it's very stereotypical, and that's what was fun, is that all of us were really happy to be, you know, there and pushing the envelope and doing what it took to make you laugh and make you as uncomfortable and, you know, go as outlandish as we possibly could with it, because that was, you know, it's a comedy. It's what we're supposed to do. And
would you mind coming back for maybe a Haunted House 2, I mean 3, 4, maybe 5?
I don't know about 3, 4, 5. I don't know that Marlon would be down for 3, 4, 5, but maybe 3. We'll see.
You don't know me like that.